All right, Michelle Stretch, when do you start listening to Christmas music?
Oh, man. Goodness, I don't know. Not quite yet. But I
Not
would say
quite yet.
probably
Yeah.
November. That probably the day after Halloween is when I
Yeah.
switch it all over, which is only 4 months away, by the way.
Wow, I know. Can you believe that July 4th is next week? I'm
I
like,
know.
what? Well,
How about you? When do you start?
as soon as the radio puts it on, the minute I
Okay.
hear that somebody's
Yeah.
playing Christmas music, and then I'm always disappointed when it goes away. But
I know, me too.
there are 27 more Sundays to Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, just so you know. This is cool. And first
Yes,
of
it
all,
is.
happy anniversary, 25 years
I
of
know.
Bethlehem Lights on QVC.
It's our silver anniversary. We have so many great things for you guys this year, so stay tuned.
We're excited.
Yeah.
We're very excited. Bethlehem Lights, if you don't already know, is that commercial lighting company that came to QVC after and still doing to this day, you know, big commercial jobs like Main Streets and amusement parks and things like that. They just translated it for our home. Now, you were telling me this is the newest patented candle technology. So we're going to go ahead and choose this in either Dove Gray,
Which is right
which
here.
is that.
Almost, you know, it almost is very, very light. Almost white,
very,
but Dove
very
Gray.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this is Champagne, which sounds
That's
lovely.
very earthy.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty.
could even call that sand too. I love it.
You know, that'd be pretty with the shatterproof garland that we had. And that,
Yes.
you can tell the popularity of those colors. And this is red. And how would you describe this red?
I would describe that as more of a brick red, so it's got some warmth to it.
Yeah,
So it's really
beautiful.
a beautiful saturated.
Gorgeous.
And I mean, we love when we can do flameless candles too. We're not just about all Christmas trees and garlands and wreaths. So we take that decades of experience and bring you newer technology. So this is a digital flame on the
Wow.
inside, but that glow, it is just, I'm gonna move this down a little bit. That glow, it's just like a real candle. We call it sunset because we have almost that landscape
Whoa.
design here. Do you see that?
Oh, that's so pretty.
And that's one of my favorite things. Sunrises and sunsets. I don't make it to many sunrises, but I love the sunsets. So this is that awesome technology. There's always that glow. We do have a timer option
that's
on there
amazing.
as well. Isn't that just so pretty? And we're getting such lovely reviews on
I
that.
bet.
Yeah.
All right, so you get a small one and a large one. That's how it breaks down. The
Yes, you
small
get
is
both.
about 3.5 inches by 5 inches. That'll require 2 C batteries. Your large then is a 4-inch by 7-inch, and that requires 2 D batteries. But the battery life is a good battery life.
Yeah, over 300 hours of battery life. And you'll notice too, you don't see any switches on here.
No.
They're all on the bottom. So that's a 6, 8, or 12-hour timer, your choice. You can also change, so everything is on the bottom. And there's a little toggle button right there. That little button is a brightness. So if you wanted to lull yourself to sleep in a bedroom, and you can dim that, you know, dim that down. Put that on the timer. Here, I'm going to show you that. That's the latest right there.
Oh, I see. And it
There
does
you
make a
go.
difference.
It really does. So there is that. And trust me, you know, when you're in a dark room, you might want just that little hint of light. But there you're seeing that incredible glow. What it is actually 12 stacked lights in there. It's a digital flame. But we have that gorgeous frosted glass that we kind of put over that shape of that candle to give that amazing sunset look right there.
That's a perfect name for it, a
I
sunset.
love that.
And it's very substantial.
Yes, it is.
I mean, when I threw out it's this by that, sometimes it's hard to imagine, at least it is for me from home. So it's 3.5 inches by 5 inches.
Small one, yeah.
The large one is 4 inches by 7 inches. So it'd be 4 inches in diameter by 7
Correct.
inches
That's
tall.
a nice, good size.
It's
That really
a good
is. They're
size.
chunky.
It has a good presence to it, and it's the coolest, great new technology.
It is the coolest technology. It truly is. You want to put those pops of warmth around your home, and obviously this is year-round decorating.
Absolutely.
It's mix and match too. I love the color combinations that you can have with this. The champagne with that Dove Gray is really pretty for a neutral look. The red matches great, obviously, with that Dove Gray too. So if you can mix and match those colors, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, that would be very, very pretty. You know, know, the world of flameless candles have come so very far, and they keep getting better and the new technology all the time. And Bethlehem Lights really is the company that's known for their technology. How every year they up their game, needless to say, and bring us something else really marvelous. I would love to see this time of the year, just for the night. Take it outside, maybe when you're relaxing on your deck or your patio, and bring it in when you come in.
Yeah, it's so true. And, you know, I want to let you know,
Pretty.
Bethlehem Lights were not new to the flameless technology, the flameless candles. We've been doing this for many years. But, you know, we want to make sure that we get each technology right, the patents right, and all of that. So it takes us a while to bring you these candles. But these are so great. These are my favorites. They truly, truly are. Great battery life, nice and chunky. But we also did give you, it's almost like, you know, when you see the sun setting over the ocean, or you see the sun setting over the mountains, we give you that little curve right there. So there is some really cool interest. And then this is all frosted glass over top.
Well, it is a set of 2 of these, which is really, really nice. New patented technology for you. And it's interesting.
Look at how they have them there.
Yeah, do you see how in the background here, wait. It lights things up so beautifully, and it's perfectly safe. You don't have to worry about that. This part, though,
it's always cool. It is glass.
Yeah, I thought
so that is
glass.
Frosted glass, but you know, it's always cool to the touch. But just, you know, you can tuck that on a shelf, unlike a real candle.
Exactly.
You know, you can tuck this in those places. It's a great accent piece when you need a little bit of light or you want a little bit of light. The colors, I love, you know, we always sit down and we think, well, what colors should we bring? I love the colors that we chose for this one. They're all a little bit different, but I think there's something for everybody here. 6, 8, or 12-hour timer too, remember that. So you can just set that. You can set that brightness feature as well. And they're just so pretty, and a unique gift too.
And a lot of times when you buy a flameless candle, then you need some kind of candlestick, or what am I going to put that in? Where this is complete. This is a look right here, and you're getting 2 of these. And they're not the same height. You get 2 different heights. So if you even want to go ahead, pick up that second set, if you want to do something maybe on either side of the mantelpiece or the table, whatever the case may be, the buffet. 5 easy pays at $9 will get you that set of 2. So for less than $20, you could go ahead and get that second set, and then you'll end up with 4.
You know, it's nice too. I think I read a comment that somebody bought it as a gift but kept it. So you know, I've done that before.
I can see that.
Guilty of that as well.
Guilty.
Yeah, but they really are great, and we don't bring a lot of flameless candles, so this would be a good one to pick up from Bethlehem.
The smaller ones, C, and the larger one, 2D. So 2C, 2D, good battery life on this. Miss Michelle, thank you. As always, I look forward to helping you celebrate 25 years.
Thank you, and we have a Bethlehem Lights hour at 9 a.m.
At 9 a.m., yes, I am. I have to say, I'm a bit jealous, Rick, that he is doing the 9 a.m., that Bethlehem Lights hour. But nice thing about that is that gives me an opportunity to be able to shop.